Good afternoon, Ghana. It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi News. .3 City FM. This is the Citi Prime News. We're broadcasting live from our studio at Adabraka here in Accra. Coming up, 12 billion cities required to employ over 140,000 backlog of graduate nurses, midwives and teachers. Meanwhile, government assures there is some good news on the way.
By close of day today, the cabinet decision paper will come out and he will announce to all of them what steps we are going to take. So there is good news.
Also coming up, Health Minister Kwabena Minta Kando assures of safety of the human papillomavirus vaccine as rumors circulate over its efficacy.
Let me assure you that this HPV vaccine is safe, it is effective, and Ghana is not the first country to administer HPV vaccines.
Still on the Citi Prime News, President of Ghana National Association of Teachers clarifies his statement on recent incidents of teacher-student sexual relationships following criticism from the Education Minister.
I'm not saying that when the teachers go to school, some of the male teachers to engage the female teachers at the workplace to have sex. What I mean is, if you are an adult and you want to be in a relationship which can lead to marriage, you have to look for your colleague adult counterpart.
And later on the Citi Prime News, Ghana's Black Stars in action later today as they face Central African Republic in the penultimate 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier.
We want to win this game, and I think if we win this game, we have a high probability to qualify for the World Cup. But this is just the first step, and maybe we have to do a second one in Accra.
All that and more coming up on the Citi Prime News, which is heard around the world on citinewsroom.com and on our partner stations. In the Western region, we're live on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM, both in Takrade. In the Bono region, we're on Greener FM 95.9 in Sunyai. In the Ashanti region, we're on Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi and Orange 107.9 FM also in Kumasi. In the Volta region, we're on Revival 99.3 FM in Tajavu and VOV Radio 95.7 in Hohoi.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
I am Charles Osugme, grateful to you this afternoon. Let us now get into the details of the stories. And about 300 staff members of the Youth Employment Agency across the country are demanding the payment of 10 months salary arrears. The affected staff accuse the agency of frustrating them, saying the situation has pushed some of their colleagues to attempt suicide and worsen financial conditions. At a news conference in Kumasi, the convener of the affected staff, Osei Yawakoto, appealed to President John Dramani Mahama to intervene and ensure that YEA settles all outstanding arrears owed them.
If we don't hear anything, we will petition SHRAD, we will petition Public Service Commission, we will petition TUC, and most importantly, Labour Commission. So we are looking from this week to next week. If nothing comes out of this presser, we will be compelled to petition these appropriate bodies for redress on this. This cannot continue forever. This cannot continue forever. So we are calling on the President, His Excellency, to call on the CEO to act. Because, look, as we said, we will give you the audio. He was specific in his meeting with us. He told us that, look, these are people who have been employed legally. Go back to work. Go and man your duty post. It was among many issues concerning our beneficiaries and ourselves. But our specific issue is that go to work, go and man your duty post. You'll be paid. We will do audit. Those who do not deserve will go. But audit was done, completed in March. to date.
You heard the convener for some 300 unpaid staff of the Youth Employment Agency, Osei Yao Akoto. Meanwhile, Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Dr. Abdul Rashid Pelpo, has blamed the previous administration for the ongoing salary delays affecting thousands of nurses, teachers and junior doctors. He says the situation stems from poor recruitment practices and fiscal indiscipline under the erstwhile Akufo-Addo Bawumia regime. His comments come in response to recent street protests by frustrated health and education workers who say they have worked for up to 10 months without pay. Now, speaking on the Citi Breakfast Show, Dr. Pelpo described the development as unfair but stressed that the problem was inherited.
Government has decided to look deeply into their case and respond to make sure they are not off, they are working. And I already mentioned earlier that before the end of the year, they will be responded to. Their cases will be tackled comprehensively and nobody is going to go saying they are not paid. It's been a tough time. It is not as if government doesn't want to do what is. And remember, it has become the DNA of this party, the MPP party. When Kufo was leaving, he signed this salary scheme on government. What do you call that? I've forgotten. He signed the scheme on earth, and it took a very long time for the mills to respond to it. And now they are living, and they have again picked people all over the place, and something again we are responding to.
Now, despite these challenges, Dr. Rashid Pelpo has assured that government is committed to addressing the situation.
The finance minister has taken it up, has responded to it. I'm very confident that before long you will be hearing.
I don't like before long.
Yeah. I can't give specific dates. I can't say tomorrow or next tomorrow because these are financial issues, and I can tell you that at the meeting with him, he had taken it up. In fact, we've worked on it for a considerable while. Now we have come to a point where they can. Why I'm not saying before long. Why I'm saying not before long is because it's not going to take a long time now, even though I can't put a specific time. At a meeting, the last meeting we held, I realized that he took all of it into consideration, and he assured us that he's going to pay them. And this was the first time he did this assurance after calibrating the whole budgetary system, the amounts of money available and all that. So I know that it will work before the end of the year.
You heard the Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Dr. Abdul Rashid Pelpo. Now, on the Finance Ministry's response to the unpaid workers, Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyakuampim says that government requires an additional 12 billion cedis to employ a backlog of 145,000 graduate nurses, midwives and teacher trainees.
The 12,000 plus that I mentioned, they have been employed and are working and have not been paid. So that is
okay.
If we put the 74,000 professionals from the health sector onto the payroll, we need additional 6 billion cedis annually to be able to, and another 6 billion for the education sector. There's a backlog of professionals who have not been employed, but that is one leg of the problem. By close of day today, the cabinet decision paper will come out, and he will announce to all of them what steps we are going to take. So there is good news. When the demonstrators came, I told them that Dr. Atufosen is working on it. I recall when I went to receive the petition, they were chanting, "We want Ato, we want Ato." The assurance is that Ato is working with His Excellency the President.
Voice of Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyakuampim. Now, following the assurances from the Finance Ministry, the group of unpaid nurses and midwives says it is hopeful that government will settle the outstanding salaries by end of the year. Now, speaking to Citi News, the group's convener, Stephen Kwajut-Tewia, urged the government to fulfill its promise, stressing that many affected workers are struggling to survive.
So initially, there were a series of assurances. But after the protest, we heard Cabinet had a meeting yesterday And we also confirmed from the Labor and Employment Minister, that our issue was discussed and it has been agreed that we are going to be paid before the year ends. And the Health Minister has confirmed as well. And at this time, looking at the nature the thing has taken, we are very confident in them. We are confident in them and we trust they are going to work on it. And now that they've come to make it public for the public to be aware of it, we know they cannot disappoint themselves. If not, the public would even lose their trust in them. So at the moment, we are very confident they are going to attend to our issue.
That was the convener for a group of unpaid nurses and midwives, Stephen Kwejo Teria. We now shift our attention to illegal mining, where the Member of Parliament for Buakwa South, Dr. Kingsley Ajiman, has lamented the fight against illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey, should not be left solely to the President and security services, stressing that it requires a collective national effort. His remarks follow the inability of the Ghana Water Limited to operate the Chebi water treatment plant for over 3 months due to severe pollution of the Brim River, which has left residents of the Buakwa South municipality without access to potable water. Now speaking on Channel 1 TV's Breakfast Daily Show, Dr. Ajuman urged Ghanaians to support the government in the fight against illegal mining.
Every dweller in this constituency has a role to play. All of us. We must decide and take a collective action. This is not the prerogative of the security agencies or government. No. You are not getting potable water. You are not getting good water for usage. And when you even visit the toilet, you don't have water to flush. Sanitation issues are rising up. People are relying now on sachet water. And come and look at the disposal of polythene by virtue of the usage of sachet water in the community. A community that is already suffering from other issues now has sanitation issues too as well. It is devoid of political colorization because the stability levels do not know MPP, NDC, or any other. And all of us stand to be circumstanced if you watch this thing go on.
Now, on the calls for a declaration of a state of emergency in the area, Dr. Ajiman opposed the idea, arguing that the responsibility to end the illegal mining menace rests with the people.
The government has given it, has made its intentions very known to us. It's looking at economic opportunity as against the life expectancies of people. So I don't need to belabor it. Mm-hmm. It has been made very clear to all of us that we have to look at the opportunity cost of making people live quality life as against good that the government is having economic fortunes from. So it's up to good people who listen to your station to assess the difference. So I don't want to go there. Right. What matters to me is that we don't need a state of emergency in the Buakwa South, but the people who live there to say that enough is enough.
Voice of the Member of Parliament for Buakwa South, Dr. Kingsley Ajiman. Still on the subject of illegal mining, the General Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners, Godwin Ama, has attributed the challenges in the fight against the menace to the inconsistent positions of the two major political parties. Now, speaking to Citi News in Takrade, Godwin Ama noted that the shifting stances of the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress are undermining efforts to tackle Galamsey and negatively affecting mining businesses. He made the remarks on the sidelines of a German Academic Exchange Service alumni seminar on responsible artisanal and industrial mining in Africa.
I'm saying the most challenging issue is the political aspects, where Party A and Party B, everyone is saying something different. When you are in government, you have a different thing that you see. When you are in opposition, you have something else to say. So I think we should work together, bipartisan approach. When we get that, because we have all the laws, we can enforce it and give alternatives to these illegal miners who don't have jobs in their locality. Now, local businesses are no more, the rural businesses are all collapsed. So where then do we take them? Areas that we can formalize the operation, we formalize it, give them license, let them operate properly. That is what we need to do.
That was the General Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners, Godwin Ama. Let's stay with the subject of illegal mining. The Bono East Regional Security Council has vowed to crack down on the menace, also known as galamsey, and promote agricultural activities instead. Bono East Regional Minister Francis Owusu says stringent measures are being implemented to tackle the issue, even though only a section of the region is currently affected. He made this known during a meeting with the Local Government and Rural Development Committee of Parliament.
The region is in for business. When you look at the location of our region, agriculture, it's one of the potentials that we have. And we are not going to sit down for galamsey to take over our lands. We are going to make sure agriculture plays a significant role in our region. As I speak now, we have a section of our region that is affected by galamsey, but it is not much. But I'm saying it on record that we are not going to accept galamsey today, tomorrow, and forevermore. We are in to open up for agricultural business.
That was the Bono East Regional Minister Francis Owusu. And finally, on the subject of illegal mining, in a bid to step up the fight, the government has handed over 24 Land Cruiser troopers and 250 motorbikes to a special task force made up of various stakeholder agencies to enhance monitoring of mining sites. According to the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Agency, Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, the vehicles and motorbikes will be distributed to key institutions, including the Forestry Commission, the Minerals Commission, Water Resources Commission, the Environmental Protection Authority, and the Ghana Geological Survey Authority. Speaking to the media after the presentation ceremony, Professor Kluche says President Mahama remains committed to tackling illegal mining, commonly known as galamsey.
Normally have meetings with our stakeholders, Minerals Commission, Forestry Commission, and Water Resources Commission from the EPA as chair. So during the meeting, we got a call from the President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to urgently work it out to get logistics for the fight of the illegal mining. So we immediately started looking for funds to find these logistics that we see here today. So our mission is to find more logistics than what we see today. Today we have 24 Land Cruiser troopers and then 250 motorbikes to start with the fight. We already have some logistics in the system. This is an additional logistic to support the fight. We hope to secure more for the same mission that we are in. We know that this is a serious fight. Every Ghanaian is concerned about. So this is some of our efforts showing the commitment that we have on the fight. We can't do without the vehicles and the motorbike. So these logistics are to support our efforts.
You heard the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Authority, Professor Nanama Brown Kluche. Meanwhile, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofibua, explains that the initiative forms part of a broader strategy to protect the country's water bodies and forest reserves from the devastating impact of illegal mining.
It's really part of a larger strategic effort to make sure that the resources and the logistics needed to really be effective in making sure we can protect our water bodies and our forest reserves are in place. So what you see here is government basically putting its money where its mouth is, making sure we invest in what it matters, and also showing how committed President Mahama is when it comes to this fight against illegal mining.
What level of impact is this going to have on the galamsey fight?
We think this is going to really have a very significant impact. We've talked a lot about the effort of the Blue Water Guards. In some of the watering areas, they require some motorbikes to move around, to be given intelligence, to be getting in touch and be in places at the same time. They can't be walking. They should have access to these areas. The National Anti-Illegal Mining Task Force is already deploying some of these areas. They will need these vehicles to be able to get deployed to these areas. They are as critical, and I can't even emphasize how important these vehicles are.
That was the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofibua. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM, broadcasting from our studio in Adabraka, here in Accra, and around the world. We're live on citynewsroom.com. In the northern region, we're ahead on Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. In the upper east region, we're on Quality 88.7 FM in Garu. And in the upper west region, we're on Tunsong 97.3 FM in Wa and Drapa 96.1 FM. Still ahead, Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kandor assures of safety of the human papillomavirus vaccine as rumors circulate over its efficacy. Do stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smocks and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Ghanaian SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Terminus Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Welcome back. This is the Citi Prime News on 97.3 FM with me, Charles Osukumi. Let's do some more stories now. And the Ministry of Health has dismissed rumors questioning the safety of the human papillomavirus vaccine. According to the Sector Minister, Kwabena Mintah Kandor, such misinformation discourages people from receiving vaccines that are critical in preventing life-threatening diseases. Speaking at the national launch of the HPV vaccination campaign in Osu, the minister urged parents and caregivers to bring their children, particularly girls aged 19 to 14, to get vaccinated to help combat cervical cancer in Ghana.
You agree with me that anytime there's the introduction of any new vaccine, then the conspiracy theories start. And it has already started. Let me assure you that this HPV vaccine is safe, it is effective, and Ghana is not the first country to administer HPV vaccines. At best, we are joining other African countries like Rwanda, like South Africa, like Botswana. And this vaccine has been approved by our FDA and WHO. This is just the beginning of His Excellency John Dramani Mohammed's free primary health care to give preventive healthcare its real meaning. Many a times we go to the hospital when we are sick. But most of these diseases can be prevented. Today, I'm excited to tell you that HPV is preventable and we are ready to fight it.
Now, the health minister further announced that HPV vaccination will be integrated into Ghana's routine immunization program.
And to tell you the value of this vaccination, I'm told that it will cost you between 1,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedis for this vaccination. And people are doing it in this country. What it means is that the vulnerables and those who cannot afford it have been left out. And therefore, let us all support it, because it is going to be part of our routine immunization program. So after today, this very one, we are targeting not less than 2.5 million girls. And subsequently, it will be part of our routine immunization. It's been piloted, it's safe. In addition, consent forms have been distributed in the various schools. So it's not as if we are going to force anybody against her will, but it is in your interest, the girl child, it is in your interest to protect yourself and protect the next generation.
That was the Health Minister, Kwabena Minta Akando. Now, in from health, the president of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, Reverend Isaac Owusu, has clarified his comment on teacher-student relationships following public backlash. He explains that his remarks were not an endorsement or trivialization of sexual misconduct in schools. Reverend Owusu had advised male teachers to form relationships with female colleagues, a statement that drew sharp criticism from the education minister, who describes it as irresponsible. Now, speaking to Citi News, Reverend Owusu maintains that his comments were misunderstood and emphasized that NAT does not condone any form of sexual harassment in schools.
The two of us agree that the act that has transpired between a teacher and a student having immoral affair is something that should not be tolerated. All right. And of which all of us condemn such acts. Secondly, I'm not saying that when the teachers go to school, the male teachers or some of the male teachers to engage the female teachers at the workplace to have sex.
So what did you really mean?
What I mean is, at least if you are an adult and you want to be in a relationship which can lead to marriage, you have to look for your colleague adult counterpart. That is the essence of my reference. How will I as a union leader encourage workplace sexual harassment? So let Honorable Minister be aware that I was not referring to a workplace sexual harassment.
But does the GES allow for sexual relationships between co-workers, for example, teachers?
Oh, but if you as a worker at Citi FM, if your colleague worker is there and you feel that you are interested in her, and the two of you say to Jojo and you agree, I don't think your CEO or manager will tell you, why are you in relationship with your colleague there?
Yeah, but some organizations don't allow that. Is the reason I asked.
What the GES doesn't allow is when two married couple are on the same staff.
Okay.
Because the notion is that if the two of you are on the same staff, maybe it can affect the work that you are doing. So they will transfer one from the school. But GES does not discourage people from getting their legitimate wife and husband.
You had President of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, Reverend Isaac Owusu. And finally, before we go, Ghana hopes to seal qualification for the 2026 World Cup as they face the Central African Republic later today at 4 p.m. in the matchday 9 of the qualifying series in Africa. The Black Stars sit top of Group I with 19 points, 3 clear of second place Madagascar, and will aim to take another decisive step towards automatic qualification with victory over their opponent. Gary Ofair of the Citi Sports Desk has more in this report.
The Black Stars of Ghana take on a Central African Republic side that has failed to win their last 5 matches of the ongoing World Cup qualification series. Ghana will be aiming to deepen car struggles with another defeat and move a step closer to securing qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Central African Republic, now under the guidance of new head coach Rigobert Song, are expected to adopt a different tactical approach from the side that lost 4-3 to Ghana in Kumasi last year. Currently sitting 5th in Group I with just 5 points, CAR have recorded 17 goals and scored 8, a record that leaves them with little hope of qualification, even with a win today against the Black Stars. Meanwhile, Ghana's head coach Otuado has highlighted the need for his players to remain focused and committed to securing all 3 points in today's crucial encounter.
We are in a comfortable position that we can look on ourselves and we want to win this game. And I think if we win this game, we have a high probability to qualify for the World Cup. But this is just the first step, and maybe we have to do a second one in Accra. But we're looking at this game, and we want to win this game. And
well, all the best to Ghana's Black Stars. Well, that'll be all for this edition of the City Prime News, which has been live from our studio in Adabraka in Accra. For more news, log on to our website, citynewsroom.com. I am Charles Osukumi. Thank you for listening.
City News. We speak.